Coming up on H-Town High School Sports, we'll ring in the new year with the slams and jams of a huge week in the district basketball races. We'll have the action-packed highlights. We'll hit the fast track for a major story on Bailey Minor of Fort Bend Christian. Plus, the stars shine bright at the Bayou Bowl All-Star Football Game. And it's the latest and greatest in basketball with the guru of the high school hardwood. It's a great night ahead. H-Town High School Sports starts now.
The excitement, the emotion, the passion, epic highlights, inspirational stories, unrivaled coverage. This is H-Town High School Sports. Here's your host, Todd Freed.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Fractured arm and all. And what better way to tip it off than a tremendous matchup in boys basketball where the 20-3 Clear Springs Chargers face the rival and perennial power Dickinson Gators in a big District 24-6A matchup. Out to Dickinson for the much-anticipated District 24-6A matchup between Dickinson and Clear Springs. First quarter, Dickinson, Caleb Lopez makes a nice pull-up three for Clear Springs freshman guard Madden Hill. Nice no-look pass, Rodney Smith, and the bucket. Gators now, David Chong. He averages 26 points a game through the lane and the nice shot. Later in the first quarter, here's Madden Hill. He takes it and then puts it away. Wow, 16-8 Springs. Second quarter, Hill stays hot. This time the crossover, the three, hits it. He had 18 points. Then big man Izu Emilifi down low, gets fouled and counted. He had 15 points. Then it's the freshman Madden Hill for three, hits it. Chargers pulling away. Here's the Gators. Troynell Bell for three, and that one is good. But right before half, check out the moves by Madden Hill behind the back and hits a three. 39-17 Springs at half. In the third, Rodney Smith, the foul and the bucket. He had 16 points. Here's David Chong for Dickinson. Nifty moves and hits. But back the other way, Gavin Bickham drives, scores, and the foul. 69-28 after three. Then, to cap it off, Izu Emilifi with the ferocious jam and the foul. Clear Springs wins big, 79-42. Now a huge district game to start the new year had the state's number 3 ranked Shadow Creek Sharks facing the rival Pearland Oilers. Pearland was a perfect 6-0 in District 22-6A play, while the Sharks were 5-0 in district. So the stage was set for a great matchup Friday night. Let's head out to Shadow Creek for the Friday matinee. Early on, off the turnover for Shadow Creek, Michael Collins has it, and he puts it away. Then for the Sharks, it's Julian Coulier for the long three, and he hits it. Then Collins again with the step-back three. This is Purdy. It's 24-3 Sharks. Collins again, long pass, Aiden Law, nice adjustment, and the bucket. Oilers now, Kanan Grace to Byron Bibbs, and Bibbs with the big slam, but 41-9 at half Sharks in the third. Here's Collins, strong drive, he gets fouled, and count the bucket, he had 23 points. Then for the Sharks again, it's Law for three more. You can't fight the Law. He hits it. Eagles were in total command. Here's Aiden Lewis for three, and that one is good. Then more Michael Collins. Little dipsy doodle right here. Nice drive and the bucket. Big game for Bryce Jackson. Off the steal. He'll go all the way and then gets fouled and the slam. He had 21 points. Sharks win 82-41. They're 18-2 and 6-0 in district. The Fort Bend Marshall Buffs are ringing in the new year in grand fashion. Marshall owned a #1 state ranking in Class 5A with a 21-2 record, entering a non-district matchup this week against visiting Victoria East. Their state #1 Fort Bend Marshall, they totally dominated Victoria East. Early on, Chase Crawford hits a nice three. Then for the Buffs, Jaden Jones goes inside, gets fouled, and count the bucket. 27-1 after one. In the second, Crawford misses, but Kevin Sargent with the jam. Now, Marshall on the break. Elon Lowe, left-handed shot is up and in, and count it with the foul. Then Sargent inside for two. He gets fouled. 45-10 at half. In the third quarter, more Marshall. Lowe on the break, zigs and zags, and lays it in. Then it's the big guy, Sargent, all by himself, and he stuffs it. Then a little showtime. Here's Lowe off the glass. Jaden Jones puts it away. Marshall rolls 99-26. In private school basketball, it's been a great start to the season for the Second Baptist Eagles, who were ranked #1 in the state in TAPS 5A to start the new year. Ranked second behind the Eagles was district rival, the Woodlands Christian Academy, and those teams faced off in a huge district matchup on Friday at Second Baptist. Woodlands Christian and Second Baptist all set for a great showdown. We'll pick it up early on. Will Gooseby on fire, hits the three for Second Baptist. Lots more to come. Warriors now. Trey Pinkard, strong drive, goes down, and the foul. Count it. Warriors now off the steal. Howie Keene drives and jams it. Back for the Eagles. Here's Goolsby. He'll hit another three. 15-10, Second Baptist. Warriors now. Pinkard, nifty pass in the corner to Trevion Ogburn, and that's a three. But here's Goolsby again. He had 7 3-pointers in the first half. Final seconds of the half. Cannon Toon, the quarterback. Hey, he can play basketball too. Beats the buzzer. 44-26, Eagles at half. In the third quarter, it's Goolsby again. Another three. 51-34. Warriors now. Nick Brashier splits the defense, gets fouled, and counted. But back the other way for the Eagles. Reese Alston, nice pass to Shia Francis, and the monster slam. Wow. Then it's Francis again. Great rebound, the putback, and the foul. That was pretty. More Eagles. Here's Reese Alston for 3 of his 27 points. And for good measure, Will Gooseby, another 3. He hit 10 of 15 3-pointers, had 34 points. 82-61 the final. Eagles are now 20-2 on the season. Jordan Warriors facing Iowa Colony. Semifinals Vipe Holiday Invitational presented by the Daspit Law Firm. Pioneers, R.J. Green to Jaden Evans, who puts it away. Jordan comes right back. Rayan Fadika drives, and the big-time slam. Oh, my. More Warriors. Here's Fadika again. This time spins and puts it up and in. Again for the Warriors. Eli Black spins, floater, is good. Pioneers now. Green inbounds to Evans, and how about that put away? But Jordan wins the game, 56-44 to advance to the finals. So, Jordan faced Veterans Memorial Championship Final Vipe Holiday Invitational presented by the Daspit Law Firm. Jalen Black to Landon Kiar, and he powers it in. But back the other way for Veterans Memorial. Nifty pickpocket, and then the bucket. Warriors hanging in there. It's Jaden Holt, this time from 3-point range, gets leveled, and count the bucket. That was nice. Second half, Warriors, Black to Rayan Fadika for 3, but not enough as Veterans Memorial wins the championship trophy. Great tournament, 55-52 the final in the title game. Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. Hey, as you can see, I'm on injured reserve this week, but the show, it must go on. Hey, the football season may be done with, but many of the area's top players were back on the gridiron Saturday as Greater Houston took on East Texas in the Greater Houston Football Coaches Association Bayou Bowl All-Star Game. Let's march on over to Barbers Hill. Greater Houston versus East Texas Bayou Bowl All-Star Football. Greater Houston on defense. How about Caden Edwards of Angleton comes in on the sack of David Potter. Then it's Keelan Sweeney of state champion Randall who goes in for the touchdown, 7-0. Greater Houston All-Stars. More defense by the Greater Houston Football All-Stars. Caden Edwards, strip sack, picked up by Tragan Williams of Dawson, touchdown, 14-0. Then for Greater Houston, Miles Dent of Westfield throws it to Caden Jones of Sweeney, who then from the back foot deep to London Dion of Galveston Ball. Great moves and the touchdown that made it 20-0. East Texas finally gets on the board in the fourth quarter. David Potter to the end zone and Kenny Mosley of Dangerfield. Great catch, but not enough. Greater Houston Football Coaches Association All-Stars win it 23-7. Each week, we're thrilled to bring you the best in girls sports in our all-new Love Houston Volleyball Spotlight. And in the world of track and field, it doesn't get much better than Fort Bend Christian Academy's Bailey Miner. And oh, by the way, she's pretty good in volleyball too. More now on Bailey Miner, our inaugural Love Houston Volleyball Player Spotlight. On the fast track here at Fort Bend Christian Academy, Eagles senior Bailey Miner is a blaze in glory. Most recently, signing to run track and field for the Texas Longhorns.
Just going through the pros and cons of everything, I chose Texas Longhorns, especially because of their coach, Coach Flo. He's made a really great connection with me so far, and I feel like that connection will continue to grow the next 4 years.
In her 3 track seasons at Fort Bend Christian, Bailey has racked up an astonishing 11 state championship medals, capturing 8 gold medals in individual events, ranging from the 400 meters to the 200 meters, long jump and triple jump, plus another 3 gold medals in the relays. As a team, the Eagles have won 3 straight TAPS 5A state championships.
We have a very special team in Bond, so I love being able to hang out with them and run for them and run with them. So the relays is really fun, but also the individuals are really fun too.
A multiple national champion at the Junior Olympics level and the reigning TAPS 5A Female Athlete of the Year, Bailey enters the track season owning the nation's second fastest 400 meters time in the class of 2025, having run a scorching 53.05 seconds at last year's Carl Lewis Invitational.
I wasn't expecting to run that fast at that race. I just ran and then ended up looking at the clock and saw that it was a 53.05, and I was like, wow. It didn't even feel like I ran that fast.
And that sort of speed certainly runs in the family. Bailey's coach and dad is Dion Miner.
Dion Miner. He moved by on the inside.
He's a former Baylor All-American, national champion, and world record holder in the 400-meter relays. Her mom, Claudia, ran track at Rice University.
It's natural. It's just, I've been a runner all my life. Track and field is what I do. My wife is track and field, so we joke around all the time. We're a track family, so doing track-related things is normal in our household.
What has that meant to you all these years?
I just take his advice because I know he's been through it, and so he's the one that really helps me along with my track career.
Bailey's career path could have also taken her to the volleyball court. A 3-time All-State middle hitter for a Fort Bend Christian team that won state her sophomore season, Bailey is a dual sports star who was recruited heavily in volleyball as well, albeit she'll stick solely with track at Texas.
I still love the team and everything. It was an amazing experience. It's always trials and tribulations going from the top, and then we slowly went down, but then we kind of made our way back up.
she did volleyball, and she picked it up, and she did extremely well in volleyball. So during that time of the whole recruitment thing, it was a little hard on the family because I'm trying to juggle track and volleyball, but we was able to work with her coaches over at Skyline, the Skyline Volleyball Club, and it all worked out for her.
Working out amazingly well for Fort Bend Christian Academy's Bailey Miner. Our Love Houston Volleyball Player Spotlight. First serve for League One Volleyball's inaugural season is this Thursday, January 9th at the Fort Bend Epicenter. Watch Olympic teammates Jordan Thompson and Chiaka Ogbogu go head-to-head as Love Houston takes on Love Austin. Visit LOVBTX.com for tickets. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, it's the start of the new year, which can mean only one thing. He's back. We're thrilled to welcome in the one and only, the guru of the high school hardwood. You know him, you love him. Jim Hicks of RCS Sports. Jim, great to see you again.
Great to see you again. I'm your right-hand man.
There you go. I got one good arm at least, kind of a messy holiday period. All right, let's talk hoops action. And we're almost halfway through the season. District races are heating up. What are some of the teams, first off, in Class 6A that have really caught your eye so far?
Well, one thing about it, Todd, I don't even need to take my glasses off for Shadow Creek High School. The Sharks, they're getting it in. I'm going to tell you, Bryce Jackson, he's signed by University of Houston. He's leading the way. Michael Collins, he's an unsigned senior. So is Aiden Law and, of course, Julian Collier. That's the four-headed monster over at Shadow Creek.
Yeah. Sharks off to a great start.
Absolutely. Only lost 2 games at the Christmas break. Now, next up, of course, Atascocita. They're free space in bingo, Todd. Every year, they're among the top teams in their respective class. However, they're led by Jalen Finner. He's signed with Louisiana Tech. He's a load. He's fun to watch. Also, for that team, you have Adam Boyd. You have Cameron Ned. But last but not least, they got a big present over the holiday break. The return of Jakai Kantave.
Nice.
He's an 11th grader. He started for Atascocita last season. He's back. However, he has to serve a 15 days per UIL rule before he can actually play. And that clock started over the break.
All right, give me one other 6A team, and we'll move on to 5A.
One other 6A team, it would be Bel Air, the Cardinals. Ooh. Hey, I'm telling you, you can't never count them out. It's something about this team, and guess what? His name is Sheldon Henderson.
Yeah. Going to Duke.
He's signed with Duke. Sheldon Henderson, you have LJ Andrews, you have Coleman Dutton, and you have a young fella, JD Williams. That's their quartet at Bel Air. Sheldon just returned over the holiday break when the team went to Arkansas, finished 3rd place up at the King Cotton Classic.
All right, so far in Class 5A?
Class 5A, I'm going to go with Thurgood Marshall. Coach Ronnie Courtney, he's doing it again. He has a magic wand, and he's a Hall of Famer still coaching. This team is led by Ian Lowe and, of course, Kevin Sargent. These are 2 Division I prospects that are leading the way. Barbers Hill is another team to watch in 5A. The other 2 teams that are wrapped up and around in this area, not really in Houston, but Beaumont Westbrook and Beaumont United. Remember, they both went down from 6A to 5A. They're teams to watch.
Yeah, Fort Bend Marshall entered the week ranked number 1 in the state. Powerful team right there. Class 4A, we entered the week with an undefeated team at this point in the season.
Yeah, and this team here, they've been there, done that before, and that's Stafford Spartans over in Stafford High School. And guess what? They're located only 2 miles away from Thurgood Marshall High School. And it's a bunch of talent over there off that South Beltway, Todd.
All right, Jim Hicks of RCS Sports. He'll be joining us throughout the entire basketball season. How many years is this now?
23.
23. We were just out of high school when we started doing this segment together.
Oh, man.
Give or take. All right, Jim Hicks of RCS Sports, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. On this, the first show of the new year, the rhythm continues in full force with our Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the week. Shadow Creek versus Pearland. Michael Collins off the steal with the big-time slam. Same game. Here's Bryce Jackson off the steal, gets fouled, and puts it away. Woodlands Christian versus Second Baptist. For the Woodlands Christian, Howie Queen, the steal, and then the jam. Same game. How about this put away by Shia Francis of Second Baptist? He takes it and soars for the slam. Same game for the Eagles. Will Gooseby was on fire. He had 7 3-pointers in the first half. He had 10 in the game in the Eagles' victory. Fort Bend Marshall, a little showtime against Victoria East. Ian Lowe off the glass, Jaden Jones slams it. Clear Springs versus Dickinson. How about Madden Hill for Springs with the big-time jam? Same game for the Chargers. Izu and Malifi with the powerful jam in the Springs win. Jordan Warriors, Ryan Fadika with the drive and the jam against Iowa Colony. Bayou Bowl All-Star football game. Caden Edwards of Angleton with the strip sack, and Tragan Williams of Dawson picks it up and a touchdown for Greater Houston against East Texas. Same game. Miles Dent of Westfield to Caden Jones of Sweeney, who throws deep to London Dion of Galveston Ball. Nice moves, and the touchdown in the Greater Houston victory. Your Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the week. All right, great rhythm as always. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time on H-Town High School Sports.